Hi everyone, on my last live stream, the YouTuber Some Girls made a comment asking me to take a look at the claims some people are making that Meghan Markle and CNN presenter Brynn Gringas could be one and the same. We did have a quick look at it that night. I know Some Girls doesn't agree. I did accept there was certainly some similarities between these people, and the purpose of this video is to respond to that suggestion and have a proper look. Now, I'm certainly of the opinion that members of the British royal family do play other roles. We've seen Prince Charles has a striking resemblance to the Rolling Stones guitarist Keith Moon. I mean, ridiculously similar. Others suggest that one of the Rothschild looks like Prince Edward. You can draw your own conclusions on that. This video, we're going to look at Meghan and Brynn. Now, one method is to overlay one person's face on top of the other. That's what I've done here with Meghan and Brynn, just to see how closely the features match. It's always really difficult to get them find a picture of them doing exactly the same pose, but I've lined these pictures up as best I can. You can draw your own conclusions on this. Certainly doesn't give you a unanimous answer. It's pretty subjective on whether you think these features match exactly. And this isn't the only thing we'll be doing. We'll be looking at other aspects to see how similar Meghan and Brynn are. One thing's for sure, they do certainly look similar. Their faces match pretty well. They've certainly got very similar hair. One thing that will come up is that their skin tone is not the same, however. They've got a very different complexion, although I don't actually believe that the colour of Meghan's skin is real. I think that is just makeup mostly. They've certainly got different teeth. They've got different noses, but again, all this can be done with prosthetics, false teeth. You have to draw your own conclusions. We are going to move on from this, compare their voices to see how similar they are. Quick piece of trivia. Can you identify which one of the two this is talking?
Not only are you running for a great cause, but you're also getting pumped up with everybody and running behind people that have on their t-shirts running in memory of. And so it just gives you motivation to keep running, because there's so many people out here who have a purpose and a reason for running this race.
Okay, if you didn't guess that one, then this next one should be a bit of a giveaway as to who is who.
Just a choice, right? I think that very early on, when we realized we were going to commit to each other, that we knew we had to invest the time and the energy and whatever it took to make that happen. And
perhaps you got that. The first one was Brynn, the second one was Meghan. We can actually now hear them talking and see them at the same time, whether that changes anything. About their diction, about how they pronounce words, about how their mouth moves. Of course, they don't sound identical. Got different accents for sure, but a good actress will be able to change the sound of her voice. So let's first of all start with Brynn talking, and we'll immediately compare it after with Meghan.
Everybody was a little cold. It was a little colder this year, but that was what was more exciting, because we're all getting pumped up and excited to.
so yes, with the filming schedule, it was not the easiest, because it of course included a lot of travel back
Together and staying warm. And then of course, once you just start running and you look around Yankee Stadium, it's just the most exciting run. I love this run.
I think I can very safely say, as naive as it sounds now, having gone through this learning curve in the past year and a half, I did not have.
So the next feature worth taking a look at is the ears. People say that you can identify people specifically from the ears, and as we see, initial quick look would say they look similar, certainly not identical. If you take a close up, you can see both ears seem to point back in the same angle, but actually the inner parts are very different. Although the lobe part joins to the cheek the same way as each other. It's not conclusive, of course. Prosthetics, a good theatrical makeup artist could easily alter someone's ear. Whether they could do it to that extent, you'll have to be the judge of that. Now finally we are going to look at their date of birth, ages, heights, weights, etc. We look at their age, we can see both very close. Meghan is listed as 39 years old and born on the 4th of August 1981. I believe she was born in Florida, while Brynn is listed as 38, her date of birth being May the 12th, 1982. So again, very close in age. Their height, both listed as 5'7", and although it is worth pointing out that they always seem to lie about the height of members of the royal family. I don't know if they lie so much about CNN reporters, who knows, I'm not familiar with them. Finally, it would be worth looking at their weight. Meghan is estimated to be about 61 kilograms or 134 pounds, while Brynn is 64 kilos, which is about 141. So again, very close. Although, having said that, you could look at that either way, in that when they do try, and in my experience, people who I believe are playing the same role, they generally tend to lie about their statistics, and they'll make it appear that there's, say, a good few years between them, they're different heights and weights, they're different ages, but in this instance they've got them both very close. Good piece of evidence is to say, is there any pictures of these two together? I've had a look on the internet, cannot find any photos of these two together, which is strange, as they both have been in media for a long time, and yet they never seem to have had a photograph taken together. Another bit of a clue. Do you know what, it's the sort of thing you can't rule out the possibility, and I do believe this goes on where you have the same people playing various roles. If that's the case for Meghan and Brynn, I don't know. You'll have to make your mind up on that one, but I'm not 100% convinced either way, to be honest. So some girls, I hope this little investigation into this couple been of interest to you, and everyone else watching, please share your thoughts on this one. Oh, I know also people were saying that they were using the same child. They were using Meghan's child for Brynn's baby, but I've got to say, I've never seen anything that convinces me that Meghan even has a child, so I would dismiss that one straight away. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll be back again soon. Take care, everyone.